Hey everyone, how are you all? Wish you all very happy and safe, right? So today in this video I'm going to say you about 12 progressive changes in the National Education Council. The new National Education Policy approved by the Union Cabinet on Wednesday 29 July 2020, and it is a change we all have been looking forward for a very long time. The policy was last changed in 1992 and then in 1986, since the first national education policy was framed on 1968, and this is going to be very progressive for the upcoming generations. So what are the changes in this? We go through it. School education has been universalized. The first is universalization. What is universalization? Preschool education will be universalized. It means preschool will not just be about eating a tiffin, but it will be more conventional. A proper curriculum will be made by NCERT, National Council of Educational Research and Training. That is a setup to assist the quality to improvement in the school education in India. The preschool education will be play-based and activity-based. Proper training will be given to the preschool teachers to carry out this. What is activity-based learning? Activity-based learning is a student-centric, experimental teaching methodology. It functions on the core beliefs that learning should be acquired through hands-on activities. The learners and thus actively engaged with the content is being taught for both mentally and physically. It provides rich and varied experiences for the students, thereby building their own knowledge. Skills, values, additionally the self-confidence to the learners are boosted and they explore both familiar. What are the advantages of this activity-based learning? It is long-term memory retention, develops curiosity and analytical social skills. It gives up a real-life connection. It encourages the students to express and explore themselves. Mission on foundational literacy and numeracy. There will be special attention towards early language and mathematics in grade 1 to 5. The policy aims to ensure every student in grade 5 and beyond achieve fundamental knowledge and literacy in numeracy by 2025. Wonderful, right? A robust curricular framework, engaging learning material, both online, will be designed to take it forward in a systematic function. This mission will cover the learning needs of nearly 4 crore children in age group of 3 to 11 years. Wow! And the most pedagogical structure in the new education policy, that is 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4. Earlier we had 10 plus 2 pattern where till 10th grade we had all common subjects. In this refined pattern, we have 3 years will be a preschool. Other 12 years will designed in such a way to maintain the continuity and will base learning and skill development. Till grade 5 will be in the form of discovery method and experiential method, that is experimental method. Sometimes for students, understanding becomes difficult and hence up to grade 5, regional language or mother tongue will be used as a medium of instruction. So from the grade 6 to grade 8, the subject introduction and exploration will be introduced. And after the secondary stage will comprise of years of multidisciplinary study, that is for 4 years. So and it will be build subject depth, critical thinking, attention to the life aspirations and flexibility for student choice. For example, during the course of learning, a student can take up a bakery and while learning a mass media as well. So this is a pedagogical approach where we all will be having theory plus practice. And a breakdown of all the stages. Foundational stage, that is from the age of 3 to 8 years. In foundational stage, from the age of 3 to 8 years, rapid brain development, learning based on play and active discovery. And this is a preparatory stage, that is from 8 to 11 years, building on play and discovery and being the transition to the structured learning. And from the middle age, that is from 11 to 14 years, learning concepts and subjects and began navigating the adolescence. And in the secondary stage, that is the final stage from the age group of 14 to 18 years, preparation for livelihood and higher education transition into the young adulthood. The most important aspect of this national new policy is 21st century skills. So the curriculum will be more inclined towards scientific and mathematical temper to increase the problem solving abilities for the students. This will help them to be more analytical, that is self-assessment. Here, the students will evaluate himself or herself based on his learnings in an academic year and what are these expectations for the future. And this will be doing nothing but it will increase the self-confidence of the student, the self-awareness, and will make the students more accountable. This will include the evaluation from the classmates. Adapting such methods can imbibe a sense of brotherhood, and they will know how the growth happen in isolation. And as the students spend more time with their classmates, they might give in suggestions here which they think their fellow mate can grow and can improve on. Teacher assessment is very common. The final assessment will be given by the teachers. How it is traditionally, the student to teachers will be ratio just 30:1. And it will make easier for the teachers to pay individual attention. The overall assessment will be done with the help of artificial intelligence. So that after 12th, the standard, the year students will be a blueprint, all the skills that they have learned and what the skills they have mastered and what they want to learn for the further studies. Speaking about the changes in higher education, that is multiple entries. If one wishes to drop out and then continue after again a fixed time, you can do it. The years won't be wasted. You will be having a credit bank system and you can transfer your credits to the next year or the next course. And for every course, we'll be having some academic credit. And if you complete a year and take a break, you can continue and then still continue from the second year. That's no problem. And if you complete for 2 years, you will get a diploma. And which is for 3 years, you will get a degree. And once you can apply for a job after you complete for the degree. And if you want to go for the research or the field of research education, the other year, there's a 4th year is included exclusively for the research and development. We will know how important it is to have mentors, and this is exactly what the board is planning out. So we sometimes zone out or feel unmotivated, and in sometimes for that times proper guidance is required. So there will be the mentors who have excelled in their field to guide the students who want to do the same. Very nice. Universities and colleges, no institution will be allowed to take the fees beyond that, and this will be common norms set for the public as well as private higher education institutions. And the UG program is for 3 to 4 years, PG program is for 1 to 2 years, integrated bachelor's and master's is for 5 years, and MPhil is discontinued. So I think the change has started. We can see the young intellectuals coming out in the future generations, and the future is all about you the youth, and we the youth, all the future of the country. So wish you all be safe and happy in this lockdown, and a lockdown has started. Be safe, be happy, better to stay home. If it's well required, go outside and complete it fastly, and then again be in the home and see the videos, and please encourage me and please support me my videos for the most interesting content, and will be coming out with the most knowledgeable and important content for you all in the future videos. Thank you all. This is Sai Krishna. Bye.